Hello everyone, I'm Eti.
I'm Hein.
We are going to
Explain a topic about teaching English to young learners.
It's all about teaching English to young learners through art and craft.
Are you excited, Eti?
Of course. So, what will be discussed in this slide, Hein?
First, we are going to give you reason why we should use art and craft while we are teaching to young learners.
Second, it will be about how to prepare listen and make activities. Listen and make activities is how we call the activities in teaching through art and craft, because the students should listen first then they make something.
Besides that, we are also going to explain how to set up listen and make activities.
Also, in this slide, there are some activities such as listen and color, listen and draw, and listen and make something.
Let's move to the first topic about why do we use art and craft in teaching young learners.
We know that in a class, there are some levels of students. By using art and craft, we may divide students into some groups. Then, we mix the level of students in a group. They also can be a great teamwork.
The next reason is using art and craft can be a great way to cross-curricular. The students may create masks for a role play, or they can use their knowledge to draw fruits or tables.
The other reason is create art and craft can be a competition for the students to be the best. We also can display their masterpiece
To revise vocabulary as a warmer, students look at it for 30 seconds, then try to remember what they've seen with their chairs turned around.
The last reason that we can give is art and craft can be good ways to mix kinesthetic, visual, or spatial learner. Kinesthetic learners who learn best by moving around, and visual or spatial learners who love making things will find art and craft activities motivating.
That's the reason why we should use art and craft. Next slides will be about how to prepare, listen, and make activities.
The first thing is prepare what to tell the class about the topic or theme. While you prepare, choose the words that may be understood by the student.
The second is collect the things you need so you can show what to do. Find the tools and material that you will use during the activity.
Then practice explaining in English what they have to make and how they make it.
Also, think of gestures and actions that will help them understand more clearly.
Next is prepare and practice phrases that will be useful while they are making it.
Also, think of things children might say to you in their mother tongue and plan how you will recast their questions and comments in English. That's how we prepare lessons and make activities.
The following next slide will talk about how to set up listen and make activities.
So, what do we do first?
First, begin by introducing the topic and talking a little about it. Use the word and sentence that have you prepared before in step how to prepare. Then introduce it clearly to the student.
Second, explain to the class in English as far as possible. Show them what they are going to do or make. Use gestures and actions to help children understand.
Next, repeat your instructions to the whole the class and then later to small groups or to individual children. Make sure the student understand the instructions.
Then, while they are coloring or making their things, go around and comment in English on what they are doing.
So, that's how we set up the activity from the beginning of the activity until the students do the activity.
Well, let's move to the next slide, which is about listen and coloring.
Coloring is a very simple activity for language work with young learners. Before you begin, make sure that all children have colors, crayons, markers, colors pencil or felt tip pen. Then,
Prepare your learners for the activity by doing some listen and identify activities.
Also, give out a picture to each child. They have to listen to your instructions. You are going to tell them what color to use and what to color.
Now, let's see tips for listen and colors activity.
Tips for listen and color activity. First, let the children help you organize and give out the material for coloring, so you can make sure that all of your students get the material for the coloring activity.
Second, display all the children's work on a wall chart or the walls. Hence, students can see the result of their drawing.
Third, comment positively on each child's work as you take it and put it up on the wall. For example, "That's lovely. I like her eyes. You have a good drawing." Then put their picture in the wall.
Next, use plain flashcards for coloring. Children can use this set of cards later for word games. Teachers and students will do an activity but for two purposes.
Then use drawings of animals, food, clothes, which can later be cut out.
Last, make the activity more challenging. For example, give out two pictures, one of a girl and one of a boy, and give two instructions at that time. Or you can give the children alternatives like color his hair either red or yellow.
That's all tips for listen and coloring. After this, we move to listen and draw.
Children can draw by themselves without instruction, but your aim is to get them to listen to some instruction in English.
For the example activity, you can describe a very simple picture of familiar scene with objects children know. The children listen and draw what they hear you describe.
After this, we will give ideas related to listen and draw. Let's see.
The ideas for listen and draw can be extended to speaking activities. You can choose 3 or 4 pictures the children have drawn and show them to the class. Then talk about things in them to the whole class or put 2 up on the board and talk about the differences or ask the children to spot the differences. You might say, "How many differences can you find?"
You also can make up a story about what is happening or talk about happen later, like the cat might eat the bear.
Now let's move to tips for listen and draw activity.
For first tips, after drawing, let children compare pictures and then color them quietly.
The second tip, go around and talk to them in English as they color and comment on their work like this teacher. "Ah, Annie, so you have colored your bird red and green, like parrots? Very pretty."
Those are the tips from us. You also can add by your own way in listen and draw activity.
Next, we give an explanation about listen and make.
For listen and make activity, there are many things that children can make in a class. For example, they can make models out of modeling clay, plasticine, Play-Doh, paper, or cards.
Also, they can make posters to go on a wall. And it is always fun making things for a special occasion. Children love celebrations and festivals.
The following slide will be about tips related to listen and make activity, so it may help your children.
Let's move!
For listen and make activity, let your children
become familiar with all the names they need for drawing and painting. For example, crayons, scissors, brushes.
Pictures of materials such as the paper, the colors, and the scissors.
Find materials in the place where you keep them. For example, on top of cupboard or in the painting corner.
Talk to small group or individuals while they work.
Cut out shapes of all the names that children are working with, such as animals, monsters, food and drink, and etc. Keep them in envelopes.
You can use them for guessing games or for mix and match games or to put labels on.
That's all our explanation about teaching English to young learners through art and craft.
We hope you understand our explanation.
These are references that we use. For further information, you can look at them.